Assalamu alaikum friends. Hello everyone. A very good morning to all of you. So now let's learn illustration 9. Illustration 9 is somewhat different from what all you did till now. So mark it as an important one, right? Chalo. A firm acquired two tractors under hire purchase agreement. Okay, so there are two tractors, they are purchased by a hire purchaser under a hire purchase agreement. Cash price of both the tractors are given on their particular dates when they are being purchased, right? Thereafter, both agreements provided for payment to be made in a 24 monthly installments. So monthly installments are there, right? And how much? 24 monthly installments are there of 600 each and 800 each for ट्रैक्टर ए एंड बी रिस्पेक्टिवली. सो ट्रैक्टर ए का 600 मंथली इंस्टॉलमेंट होगा तो ईयरली कितना होगा 600 इंटू 12 एंड ट्रैक्टर बी का 800 मंथली इंस्टॉलमेंट होगा तो ईयरली इंस्टॉलमेंट 800 इंटू 12. ऐसे 24 मंथली इंस्टॉलमेंट्स है मतलब कि 2 years है, राइट. सो जस्ट मंथली बोल के आपको ऐसा थोड़ा कैलकुलेशंस वो करवा रहे हैं, बाकी नथिंग एल्स. वी आर डूइंग दिस सेम पार्ट. Now, commencing on the last day of the month following purchase, all now that will start from the last day of the month following the purchase. In the month which you have purchased, from the next month last day, the installments will get started. No problem to it. All installments being paid on due dates. All the installments are being paid on due dates. So that is also fine. Now, what happens surprisingly that on 30th June 2002 tractor B was completely destroyed by fire. So premises में fire लग गया और tractor पूरा destroy हो गया. Only tractor B, tractor A is safe, right? Now in full settlement on 10th July 2002 an insurance company paid 15,000. So they had an insurance and the insurance company paid rupees 15,000 under a comprehensive policy. Okay. Now, any balance on hire purchase company's account in respect of this transaction was to be written off, right? So whatever balance was there, it was to be written off. Okay, no problem to that also. Firm prepared accounts annually to 31st December. Now, what is the financial year for the firm? That is 1st January to 31st December. And provided depreciation on tractors on a straight line basis at the rate of 20%. So 20% straight line depreciation is being provided per annum, rounded off to nearest 10 rupees. So कुछ भी decimals आया, you can round it off to 10 rupees. Okay, no problem. या फिर odd figure आया, you can round it off to 10 rupees. Apportioned as from the date of purchase up to the date of disposal. तो जहाँ तक का परचेज किया वहाँ से डिस्पोजल की डेट तक का आपको डेप्रिसिएशन प्रोवाइड करना है. You are required to record these transactions in the following accounts carrying down the balances on 31st December 2001 and 2002. So 2 साल के अकाउंट्स बनाने हैं जो भी उन्होंने बोले हैं वो, और उनका बैलेंस कैरी फॉरवर्ड करवाना है. तो कौन से अकाउंट्स उन्होंने बनाने का बोला है? फर्स्ट इज ट्रैक्टर्स, दैट इज द एसेट यू हैव परचेज्ड ऑन हायर परचेज. Next is provision for depreciation of tractors. Okay, so they are creating a provision for depreciation account, right? They are not directly charging depreciation to asset, so no problem with it. And thereafter, disposal of tractors. Okay, one disposal of tractors account is to be prepared. So beta, here we are not required to prepare higher vendor account. If you can see, we need to just see the entries for depreciation and asset lost by fire. Okay, so let's prepare it. Tractors on hire purchase. date, particulars, rupees, date, particulars, rupees, and this is the credit side. Next is provision for depreciation account. Here's rupees. So this we created provision for depreciation account. And the last one is disposal for tractors account, right? Disposal of tractors account. So these three accounts you need to prepare. Credit side, date, particulars, rupees, date, particulars, rupees, right? Now first of all, on 1st April 2001, tractor A was purchased for a cash price of 14,000. So what would the entry had been? Tractor A debit to hire vendor account 14,000, right? Now students, let's have the entry tractor account debit to hire vendor account, right? And the cash price is 14,000 on 1st April. 1st April 2001, right? To hire vendor or hire purchasing company or purchase from hire purchasing company, right? They have told you in the question. Hire purchasing company tractor A. Cash price is 14,000, right? Thereafter you purchase tractor B on 1st October. So the entry will be the same. Tractor account debit side 1st October 2001 to hire purchasing company tractor B 19,000. So I hope this is done. Right now we are preparing the asset account, provision for depreciation account, and the disposal of asset account. So we need not think anything about the installment, and they have already said that you are paying each and every installment, right? So that is the not on time, and that is not the issue, right? Here the issue is to see that the asset is destroyed by fire on 30th June 2002. So first of all, I need to close my accounts on 31st December. For that, let me, my asset will get carry forward directly because I don't have to charge depreciation in the asset. I need to directly go to the provision for depreciation account, right? So my asset will get carry forward directly. My Entry for depreciation will be P&L account debit to provision for depreciation. Generally, you understand, students, that a provision comes out from P&L. You create provision from your profit and loss account. So your profit and loss account gets debited and your provision gets credited. Provision has a credit balance. It is termed to be your liability, or you can say it is termed to be the liability that you need to pay. But for your provision for depreciation, that is your equity. You are accumulating your profits on one side to replace your existing asset. So no doubt to it. Now the entry shall be P&L debit to provision for depreciation. So you can understand that no entry will get posted in your asset account, that is tractors. So we will close this asset account. Let's total it out. 14 and 19 कितना total आता है? $33,000, right? Okay, so let's total it down. 33,000, right? And here I will say on 31st December by balance carry forward 33,000. The account gets tallied for your first year. If you come to provision for depreciation, as I said that P&L, you will create the provision from your P&L account, right? So I will go to the credit side of your provision account and write by P&L account. Am I right? On 31st December 2001. So for 2001, 31st December by profit and loss account. Right? Now I will charge depreciation first of all on tractor A. What is the amount? 14,000. And which method you need to follow? Straight line basis 20%. Okay. So into 20% into how many months? You have purchased in April. So 9 months, April to December. Right? And for tractor B, your amount is 19,000, I hope. Yes, 19,000 into 20%. You purchased it in October, so 3 months into 3 upon 12. So this way you will provide the depreciation. Get out the calculations. 14,000 into 20% into 9 divided by 12. 2,100, right, for the first, and for another 19,000 into 20% into 3 divided by 12, 950. So 2,100 plus 950, amount comes to 3,050. Right? So friends, we calculated the depreciation and passed the entry to provision for depreciation account. Now this balance shall be carry forward, right, at the end of the year. So let's write on 31st December to balance carry forward 3050. I hope this is clear to all of you, right? So first year goes all well, and in the next year the calamity fire arises, right? This accident arises and due to this fire tractor B gets destroyed. Now the date was 30th June 2002. Okay. So when the tractor B gets destroyed, that will be removed from your asset. But before removing the asset, you can understand that we need to compute the depreciation for the tractor up till 30th June, right, and transfer it to the disposal to tractor account. Why the tractor is made? We will transfer the asset to that account, right? So if you see, asset was of 19,000, right? So let me first, on 1st January 2002, to balance brought forward, and I will write it down 33,000, right? After this, what I will do, I will transfer this tractor B, which is destroyed by fire, to disposal to tractor's account. By transferring, I will credit the asset, my asset will go out, and I am creating a temporary account to handle the accounting treatment of loss by fire on and destruction of the tractor, right? So what I will do, my disposal to tractors, disposal of tractors account debit to asset account. So on the asset account credit side, I will go by disposal of tractors account, and the amount shall be 19,000 because tractor B has been completely destroyed. I hope this is clear to all of you. So going to disposal of tractors account debit side, 30th June 2002 directly to asset, that is tractor account, tractors account 19,000. I hope the entry is clear to all of you. Now what shall I do? First of all, I will pass the entry for depreciation, right? If you can understand that the depreciation entry for first of all, tractor B shall be up till 30th June, right? And for tractor A shall be for the complete whole year. Okay. So going to provision for depreciation account on 30th June, I will pass the entry. First of all, let me brought forward 1st January 2002 by balance brought forward. Let me bring down the balance. Balance was 3050, right? Now what shall I do? I will pass an entry on 30th June that by creating the depreciation charge from P&L, right? अमाउंट शेल बी 19,000 का ट्रैक्टर था, 20% का SLM डेप्रिसिएशन था अप टिल जून, दैट इज 6 months फॉर दिस ईयर. सो द depreciation amount shall be so much. 19,000 into 20%, around 3,800, right? And divide by 2, so 1,900 shall be the amount. I hope the same is clear to all of you. Now what shall I do when we pass an entry for loss by fire? If you remember what we used to do, asset gets credited, right? We debit loss by fire debit and insurance company debit, because whatsoever amount they have accepted, with that amount balance was loss and asset was credited. Asset would be credited at what amount? Net amount. That is means what? Cost price less depreciation up till the date of fire, right? So depreciation was charged up till the date of fire. मान लो 3 साल चला, 4 साल चला, 5 साल चला, छठे साल में आग लग गई, ठीक है, तो यू विल नेट आउट फॉर 5 years डेप्रिसिएशन. तो इतने अमाउंट से ये क्रेडिट होता है. तो हमने यहाँ पे एसेट का तो पूरा कॉस्ट प्राइस ट्रांसफ़र कर लिया, लेकिन ये पूरा कॉस्ट गया, हमने डेप्रिसिएशन माइनस नहीं किया था, तो हमें वो प्रोविजन फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन से उतना हमें निकाल देना पड़ेगा, राइट? क्योंकि अब ये डेप्रिसिएशन की भी ज़रूरत नहीं है, ऑलरेडी वो ट्रैक्टर जल चुका है. तो दिस प्रोविजन इज ऑल्सो नाउ नॉट रिक्वायर्ड एंड वी विल ट्रांसफर इट टू डिस्पोजल टू ट्रैक्टर्स अकाउंट, ताकि वो नेट अमाउंट हो जाएगा. इफ़ यू अंडरस्टैंड, मैं डेबिट साइड में 2 एसेट लिखूंगी 19,000 और क्रेडिट साइड में लिखूंगी बाय प्रोविजन फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन. सो दिस विल गिव मी अ नेट अमाउंट ओनली. इफ आई डिड यर द सेम 19,000 माइनस फर्स्ट ईयर का डेप्रिसिएशन 950, सेकेंड ईयर का डेप्रिसिएशन 1900, इतना नेट अमाउंट मैं यहाँ पे डालती, राइट। अगर मैं इस तरह से एंट्री करती, तो अगर मैं दोनों सेपरेटली डाल रही हूँ एसेट और प्रोविजन, तो आप देख सकते हैं ये नेटिंग ऑफ ही हो रहा है। ये एक डेबिट है, एक क्रेडिट है। इनऑल बचता है डेबिट वाला, जो हम उसको क्रेडिट करेंगे, राइट। और उतना अमाउंट नेट ऑफ हो जाएगा, उतना अमाउंट रिड्यूस ही हो जाएगा। आई होप दिस इज क्लियर। सो मैं क्या करूँगी, 30 जून को एक एंट्री पास करूँगी और उसको ट्रांसफ़र करवा दूँगी PN प्रोविजन फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन अकाउंट डेबिट टू disposal of tractors account. So I will go to the provision account debit side and write to disposal of tractors account, right, and amount shall be transferred is, इस साल का डेप्रिसिएशन हमने 1900 कंप्यूट किया, लास्ट ईयर का 950, राइट। सो 950 प्लस 1900, सो कितना आएगा 2850, यस। तो इतना हम वहाँ पे ट्रांसफ़र कर देंगे, राइट। अब मैं यहाँ पे लिख लेती हूँ, नोट कर लेती हूँ उसको, 30 जून को बाय प्रोविजन फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन and the amount shall be how much, 2850. I hope this is clear now. Now what they said that on 10th July you are receiving some amount from insurance company. How much? 15,000. So I will go to disposal of tractors account, right. I am receiving the money from insurance company, so my bank will get debited, right, and disposal of tractors account will get credited. So what shall I do? I will go to the credit side of disposal of tractors and pass entry by bank. कितना अमाउंट आया था? 10,000 ना, सॉरी 15,000. चलो, now when you pass this entry bank debit because you are receiving the amount, and disposal of tractors account credit because that is going out of your bank is the receiver of money, and the disposal of tractors will get credited because the tractor is actually going out, it is getting disposed, right. Now somewhat balancing figure will remain here, that will be loss by fire. I hope you understand, or else you can directly say P&L account, because this is in all will get transferred to profit and loss account, right. So what I will have to pass here, by profit and loss account bracket loss by fire, right. The balancing amount I will transfer here, how much? 1150, right, 1150. So the entry now you understood, bank debit 15,000, P&L debit 1150, and disposal of tractors account credit 19,000, and this get 19,000 नहीं आएगा, 90,000 minus 2850, right. So this way the account gets tallied of your disposal of tractors account. अब क्या होगा, अब 31 दिसंबर आएगा और हमें ट्रैक्टर ए का डेप्रिसिएशन चार्ज करना पड़ेगा, राइट. रबिंग दिस बिकॉज अदरवाइज मेरा ये टैली नहीं होगा ना, मेरे को जगह चाहिए. राइट, चलो गोइंग देयर. 31 दिसंबर को मैं प्रोविजन फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन में P&L से चार्ज लाऊंगी फॉर माई ट्रैक्टर ए बाय P&L अकाउंट. अमाउंट कितना आएगा, 14,000 का ट्रैक्टर था, 20% रेट, और होल ईयर का है तो डायरेक्टली 14 इंटू 20%, 28 आएगा, 2800, राइट. Okay, now to balance carry forward on 31st December 2800, and the account gets tallied. 2800 बैलेंस कैरी फॉरवर्ड नहीं आएगा, मेरी गलती है, सॉरी। 4900 अमाउंट आएगा, आई एम सॉरी। इस साल का 2800, लास्ट ईयर का 2100, 4900 आएगा, बिकॉज नाउ ओनली 4900, आई एम सॉरी, राइट। सो आपका ये अकाउंट भी हो गया टैली। आई एम गोइंग टू ट्रैक्टर्स ऑन हायर परचेज, ये मेरा टैली हो जाएगा। 14,000 से बैलेंस कैरी फॉरवर्ड आ जाएगा, बाय बैलेंस कैरी फॉरवर्ड, एंड टोटल गेट्स टैलीड। I hope the question was clear to all of you. Both entries we have passed, all accounts are tallied for both the years. We needed to do the accounting up till 31st December 2002. So this was sum which was somewhat different from what we did up till, right? You can mark down as a star so that you can see the treatment. Okay. Moving to the next sum. Illustration number 10. A machinery is sold on hire purchase. The terms of payment is 4 annual installments of rupees 6,000 at the end of each year, commencing from the date of agreement. First of all, they are saying that machinery is sold. It means that you are somewhere in the books of hire vendor, right? Somewhere you can assume that you may be in the books of hire vendor. Okay, no problem. Now, terms of payment is 4 annual installments, 4 annual installments of 6,000 each, right? At the end of each year, commencing from the date of agreement, right? Date of agreement के दिन से, उस साल के एंड से हम स्टार्ट करेंगे। 4 एनुअल इंस्टॉलमेंट्स हो गए 6,000 रुपये के। इंटरेस्ट कितना चार्ज होगा? एट द रेट ऑफ 20%, एंड इज इंक्लूडेड इन द एनुअल पेमेंट ऑफ 6,000। मीन्स के 6,000 includes both cash price repayment plus interest for the period. Okay. Now show the machinery account and hire vendor account in the books of purchaser. See, they are confusing you. यार machinery sold बोल के आपको hire vendor दिखा रहा है, और फिर वो लोग बोल रहे हैं prepare them in the books of purchaser, दिखा ना। So इस तरह से आप confuse ना हो जाए, इसलिए मैंने उस वक्त ये point बोला ताकि आप इसको समझ सके कि हमें इससे confuse ना हो जाना है, और इतना ध्यान में रखना है कि we are actually purchasing the machine on hire purchase and we are in the books of purchaser. We need to pass the entries for the परचेजर. ओके, नाउ परचेजर के बुक्स में हमें मशीनरी अकाउंट एंड हायर वेंडर अकाउंट, दो अकाउंट प्रिपेयर करने हैं. ओके, हु डिफॉल्टेड इन द पेमेंट ऑफ थर्ड ईयरली पेमेंट, तो 2 आर गोइंग नॉर्मल, ऑल डन विथ इट. थर्ड पेमेंट में वो लोग डिफॉल्ट कर जाते हैं जहाँ पे वेंडर पूरा मशीनरी रिपोजेस कर लेता है. मीन्स देर इज अ कंप्लीट रिपोजेशन ऑफ द एसेट, राइट. देर इज नथिंग गोइंग इन पार्ट. Whereas the vendor repossess the machinery, एक ही मशीनरी था, पूरा मशीनरी उठा के ले जा रहा है. दिस मीन्स इट इज़ अ कंप्लीट रिपोजेशन, इट्स नॉट अ पार्शियल रिपोजेशन. तो वहाँ पे तो एंट्रीज नॉर्मल हमें पास करनी है, ऐसे ही रिपोजेशन की पास कर देनी है, राइट. और जो भी बैलेंस रह जाएगा वो हम P&L अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर कर देंगे. टिल नाउ डन. Purchaser provides depreciation on machinery at the rate 10% per annum on WDV basis. ठीक है, ये थोड़ा गलती है, WDV आएगा, राइट. तो WDV बेसिस पे 10% डेप्रिसिएशन परचेजर चार्ज करेंगे. अभी हमें पूरा वर्किंग बनाना है, राइट. यू कैन प्रिपेयर द रिपेमेंट शेड्यूल इफ यू वांट. हेलो, एक रिपेमेंट शेड्यूल बना लेते हैं ताकि कैलकुलेशंस हमारे लिए इजी हो जाए. वर्किंग नोट 1, रिपेमेंट शेड्यूल. नाउ दे हैवंट गिवन यू कैश प्राइज. इफ़ यू सी हियर, आपको कैश प्राइस नहीं दिया गया हुआ है, सो आपको पहले कैश प्राइस कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा. दे हैवंट गिवन यू द कैश प्राइस और डाउन पेमेंट अमाउंट. इफ़ यू सी हियर, सो यू नीड टू कैलकुलेट द कैश प्राइस. यू विल नीड टू डू द रिवर्स वर्किंग एज वी डिड. तो आपको ये रीपेमेंट का शेड्यूल बनाना ही पड़ेगा. चलो, समझ में आया. कैश प्राइस इज मिसिंग. cash price missing, hence reverse calculations to be done. Okay, now first will be year. One, two, three, four. Right? Closing outstanding. Thereafter, interest at the rate कितना था? 20%. सॉरी, हाँ नहीं, पहले मेरे को टोटल आउटस्टैंडिंग कंप्यूट करना था ना, सॉरी. इंटरेस्ट एट द रेट 20%. पहले वो नहीं आएगा, सॉरी, पहले हम इंस्टॉलमेंट लिख देते हैं. राइट, इंस्टॉलमेंट, फिर आएगा टोटल आउटस्टैंडिंग. thereafter interest at the rate 20%. right, thereafter opening outstanding. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी हैड टू गो रिवर्स, सो ये मेरी गलती हो गई. 4 3 2 1 4 3 2 1. एट द लास्ट ईयर क्लोजिंग आउटस्टैंडिंग हमेशा नील रहता है. हर साल 6,000 का इंस्टॉलमेंट है इंक्लूडिंग इंटरेस्ट. राइट, सो दिस इज फेयर इनफ. नाउ total outstanding nil plus 6,000, that shall be 6,000. Now 20% interest 1,200. right, so 1,200. Your closing outstanding would have been 4,800. Done. I am testing your attention. ये ऐसे नहीं आएगा. 6 ये इंटू 20 अपॉन 120 रिवर्स कैलकुलेशन वी आर डूइंग, इफ यू रिमेंबर. सो ओनली आई एम टेस्टिंग कि आप लोग कितना पे अटेंशन कर रहे हैं. राइट, ठीक है. 6,000 इंटू 20 अपॉन 120. कोई मेरे को अमाउंट बता सकता है? That is 1,000. right, so my opening outstanding shall come to 5,000. This shall be the closing outstanding of the previous year. Right, 5,000. Total of will come to 5,000 plus 6,000, that is 11,000 outstanding. Now interest shall be 1,833. They haven't said you about the I think I hope rounding off. Right, let's take the whole amount. 1,833. That is 9,167. right, okay. Now that shall be the closing outstanding of previous year. Add 6,000 Total outstanding shall be 15,167. 20% interest into 20 divided by 120, 2528. $12,639. Done, everyone? This shall be the opening closing outstanding of first year plus 6,000, so 18,639. Right, into 20 divided by 120, 3107. So the amount shall be 15,532. If you read the question, no down payment is given, no down payment details is given. So the opening outstanding shall directly become the cash price for you. What shall be the cash price? Opening outstanding at year 1 plus down payment. Down payment is 0. So this shall become your cash price. Right? I hope the calculations are clear. Now, we need to prepare machinery account and hire vendor account, right? Chalo. We need to prepare machinery account and a hire vendor account. Debit machinery account. Date particulars journal folio and amount. Again, date, particulars, journal folio, amount. Right? This shall be the credit side. Now you need to prepare a hire vendor account, right? Date, particulars, journal folio, amount. Date, particulars, journal folio, amount. Right? First entry on the agreement date, asset debit, that is machinery debit to hire vendor account, right? So I will go to the machinery account, debit side to hire vendor account. डेट कौन सा है बोला है आपको? डेट्स नहीं बोले, कोई बात नहीं. Directly to hire vendor account, we are in the first year. To hire vendor अमाउंट कितना आएगा? कैश प्राइस हमने कैलकुलेट किया है 15,532. हायर वेंडर अकाउंट में जाके क्रेडिट साइड पे I'll write buy machinery 15,532. All set. Now down payment, no entry of down payment. Thereafter at the end of first year we will first interest will get due, installment will be paid and we will charge depreciation. 3 entries, right? चलो इंटरेस्ट ड्यू करवाना है तो नॉर्मल एंट्रीज पास करते हैं इंटरेस्ट की. इंटरेस्ट डेबिट टू हायर वेंडर. इंटरेस्ट फर्स्ट ईयर का कितना है 3107. ओके. Interest debit to higher vendor. So in the higher vendor account credit side by interest account 3107. Now what shall happen? We will move to the next entry. We will pay the installment amount. What is the installment amount for the first year? 6,000, right? So we will pay the installment to higher vendor. So higher vendor account debit to bank account. So debit side to bank account 6,000, right? Done. Now we will charge depreciation for the year. So by depreciation कितना है डेट से मैं बोला नहीं है तो अभी WDV बेसिस पे 10% लेना है. 15,532 का 10%. It comes to 1553. Okay. Now we have charged depreciation. Okay, and the all entries for the first year gets done. Complete the account. $13,979. Right? By balance carry forward 13,979. Thereafter higher vendor account, close it. 15,532 plus 3107 minus 6,000. $12,639. This shall be the balance carry forward. Second year by balance brought forward 12,639. Done. Asset also next year brought forward 13,979 to balance brought down or brought forward 13,979. Second year also we will charge depreciation, interest will get due, we will pay installment, right? Let's pass first of all depreciation. So this account gets over by depreciation 13,979 का 10%. 1398. Depreciation debit to asset, that is machinery. Now balance carry forward. $12,581. 12,581. The account gets tallied. Now when I move to interest entries, first of all my interest will get due. So interest debit to higher vendor, credit side of higher vendor by interest account, and the amount shall come to 2,528. Thereafter I will pay the installment of 6,000. Hire vendor account debit to bank account. Debit side of hire vendor to bank account amount 6,000. Calculate the balance carry forward amount. $9,167 and the account gets tallied. Now, what happens in the third year? The purchaser is defaulting in the payment of third yearly payment. So third year purchaser is not paying the money. Third year you will charge the depreciation because you have used the asset. इंस्टॉलमेंट तो एंड में पे हो रहा है, तो फर्स्ट लेट मी बैलेंस ब्रॉट फॉरवर्ड 12,581. लेट मी चार्ज डेप्रिसिएशन फॉर दिस ईयर. बाय डेप्रिसिएशन 12,581 10%. 1258 11,323. Okay, now what will happen? This shall go out, machinery shall go out, because hire vendor is repossessing the asset, right? So hire vendor account will get debited and machinery account will get credited. Here they haven't said any value to us. If you see here, right? Now the asset is getting repossessed, but before that the interest will become due to us. So what shall happen? First I need to bring down the balance for the third year in the hire vendor account. So the amount shall come to 9167, balance brought down for the third year. उसके बाद क्या होगा? इंटरेस्ट ड्यू होगा, राइट? उन्होंने पेमेंट नहीं किया लेकिन इंटरेस्ट तो ड्यू हो ही जाएगा. व्हाट इज द इंटरेस्ट फॉर द थर्ड ईयर? 1833. सो इतना इंटरेस्ट ड्यू हो जाएगा. तो अब अमाउंट पेएबल टू द वेंडर इज 9167 प्लस 1833, दैट इज 11,000 रुपीज इज पेएबल टू द वेंडर. इतना हमें उनको पे करना है एंड परचेजर इज मेकिंग डिफॉल्ट इन द पेमेंट. सो इफ यू रीड योर इन द क्वेश्चन यू कैन फाइंड इट आउट दैट no amount or no value of repossession is given. At what price is vendor repossessing the machinery is not given to you. So in such cases what will happen? Amount outstanding to be paid or amount outstanding or payable to hire vendor shall be considered as the rate of goods repossessed. Here you need to pay 11,000 rupees, if you can see, right? So this shall be the value of goods repossessed by hire vendor. Repossessed by hire vendor. Okay with all of you? Are you understanding it? Now 11,000 will be taken over by hire vendor. So what will happen in our books? We will debit hire vendor. Now no payable and asset will go out. His hire vendor is receiving asset. Our liability is also getting reduced. He is the receiver of the asset, so he will get debited and our machinery will get credited because it is the asset. Asset is going out. No problem. So I will go to the hire vendor account, debit side to machinery. $11,000. For me entry would be hire vendor debit 11,000, profit and loss, that is loss on surrender, because if you see in your books asset is at 11,323 left in your books, 12,581 minus 1258, so that is 11,323. So the balancing figure is the loss on surrender and it will be transferred to profit and loss account. This is the balancing figure, right? And the account gets tallied. My entry shall be 11,000 debit 323 debit P&L to machinery. So on the credit side of machinery, I will write buy hire vendor 11,000 and buy profit and loss, that is loss on surrender, 323. Done. So both accounts get tallied, and up till the third year repossession we have done each and every entries. I hope the illustration is also clear. Now the last illustration of the chapter, illustration 11. X Transport Limited purchased from Delhi Motors 3 tempos costing 50,000 each on hire purchase system. 3 tempos उन्होंने परचेज किया हुआ है on hire purchase on 1/1/2001. Okay. Now payment was to be made 30,000 down and the remainder in 3 equal annual installments. So down payment is 30,000. There are 3 equal annual installments that are payable on 31st December of 2001, 2 and 3. Okay. 50,000 each. So 50 into 3, 1,50,000, right? 50 into 3 is 1,50,000. Minus 30,000 down payment, so that is 1,20,000 remaining. Divided by 3 years, that is 40,000 per annum is your equal annual installment. 40,000 plus interest, right? Interest at the rate 9%. So that interest will be included and that will make your installment amount. So you are not given the installment amount, you would have to calculate in this way, right? Now you are remembering how we did the ascertainment of interest calculations where the installment information was not given, installment amount was not given. So we divided by years. 40,000 is the cash price repaid every year along with the interest 9%. Okay. Now Transport Limited write-off depreciation at the rate of 20% on WDV. Diminishing balance is WDV method, right? Okay. If it paid the installment due at the end of first year. So first year is going normal, but could not pay the next on 31st December 2002. So he is making default in the second year. Delhi Motors agreed to leave one tempo with the purchaser. उन्होंने बोला चलो एक टेम्पो आपके पास रख देते हैं, लेकिन he will adjust the value payable to him by repossessing 2 tempos. So partial repossession हो रहा है, 3 tempos में से 2 tempos hire vendor उठा के चला जाएगा. Delhi Motors is your hire vendor, if you can understand from this, right? Delhi Motors is your hire vendor and X Transport is your hire purchaser. Done. Now 2 tempos will be taken over by hire vendor so that he can adjust the value of his outstanding payable amount. Okay, tempos were valued on the basis of 30% depreciation annually. Same illustration as we did earlier in our last recording, if you remember, right? Illustration 8 or somewhere. So value क्या हम assume करेंगे, 30% depreciation provide करके 2 साल का हम उसका assume करेंगे depreciation, value. So the value of goods repossessed by hire vendor, the value at which hire vendor is agreeing to repossess. Okay. Now you need to show the necessary accounts in the books of X Transport Limited for years 2001, 2 and 3. Okay. Now what shall we do? We will prepare a tempo account. Obviously we will have a Delhi Motors account. 2 are the very much relevant accounts for us, right? So we will prepare like this and we will have the working notes for our calculation wherever required. Now this way we need to prepare only 2 accounts that are the main. When you have a repossession from, generally you will be required to prepare only these 2 accounts. Okay. Moving back to our question, let me prepare both the accounts in our books. Illustration number 11. Delhi Motors account and your asset is tempos, right? So tempos account. Date, particulars, journal folio and amount. Thereafter again date, particulars, journal folio and amount. Right? This is your Tempos account. And this shall be the credit side. Now, next account for you will be Delhi Motors account, right? Debit, Delhi Motors account. Date, particulars, journal folio, amount. Date, particulars, journal folio, amount. This shall be the credit side. Done. Now, Tempos account. On 1/1/2001 you are agreeing to the hire purchase. So agreement of hire purchase, asset will get debited 2001 1st January. Tempos account debit to hire vendor, that is Delhi Motors account. The amount shall be 50,000 into 3, 1,50,000. At full cash price we need to record. I will go to the hire vendor, that is Delhi Motors account, credit side. By Tempos account 1,50,000. Now 30,000 is making 30,000 is down payment. So Delhi Motors debit to bank. I will go to the debit side of Delhi Motors on 1st January to bank 30,000 for down payment. Now at the end of first year the interest will get due, depreciation will also be charged. Let's pass the entry for interest due on 31st December 2001. 31st December, interest account debit to hire vendor, that is Delhi Motors. I will go to the credit side and write by interest. What shall be the amount? Outstanding is 1,20,000. Right? 30,000 is already made. 30,000 payment is already made. So 1,20,000 is outstanding and 9% is the interest rate. 10,800 is the interest amount. Now I will pay the installment. Purchaser will pay the installment. So what shall happen? Hire vendor, that is Delhi Motors account, debit to bank account. So debit side of Delhi Motors to bank account. What shall be the installment amount? 1,20,000 divided by 3, that is 40,000 per annum, right? Against the cash price plus 10,800 for the year interest, that is 50,800. I hope the amount is understandable to you, right? 1,20,000 divided by 3 plus 10,800. So this shall be the installment paid to M. Now we will tally the account to balance carry forward 31st December. The account shall get closed 1,60,800. $80,000 shall come to be the balance carry. Now Delhi Motors gets tallied, right? So our first year gets completed. Okay. Now it paid the installment due at the end of first year but could not pay for the next. So from the second year the default is done, right? So purchaser is not able to pay from the second year, right? So now what we will do, first of all we will take down the balances for the second year. Thereafter we will pass the entries for the interest due and depreciation. Right, sorry, one entry was left in our first year, that is the depreciation entry for the first year. I will pass a depreciation entry, depreciation debit to Tempo's account on 31st December. So credit side of Tempo's by depreciation account. What shall be the amount? 1,50,000 into 10% tha na rate WDV. Yeah, 20% on diminishing balance. Okay, so 20%, that shall come to 30. $30,000, right? Okay. Now balance carry forward 1,20,000. This account gets tallied, right? Now what we will do, we will bring down the balances for the next year. Asset as a debit balance, so the debit side of 2002 1st January to balance brought forward 1,20,000, right? Now what shall I do? Here for Delhi Motors also I will bring down the balance for year 2002 on 1st January. It has a credit balance, credit side by balance brought forward 80,000. I hope the entry is done, right? Now what shall we do? We will pass the interest due entry, right? First of all, interest will get due, we will charge depreciation, and thereafter we get to know that we have no money and we are not able to pay to the higher vendor. So let me pass the entries on 31st December. First of all, depreciation debit to asset. So asset account credit side by depreciation account. What shall be the amount? 1,20,000 into 20%. So around 24,000. Right? So the left amount shall be 96,000. Just remember, because we need to calculate profit or loss when the goods shall be repossessed, right? So first depreciation entry, now interest entry, interest debit to higher vendor. So on 31st December, credit side of higher vendor by interest account, and the interest shall be calculated for each year. We need to calculate for each year. I haven't drawn the repayment schedule, right? So 1,20,000 divided by 3 means 40,000 was the cash price repayment, right? And interest will come to 40,000 cash price repaid, so 80,000 into 9%, right? 80,000 into 9%, 7,200, right? So this shall be the interest due. Now what will happen? Installment must be paid, which is not actually being paid. So the hire vendor is telling to repossess the tempos. Now at what value they are agreeing? Now we need to pass the main entry. First of all, asset will go out. Hire vendor will get debited because he is receiving your asset. He is the receiver, so he will get debited. Asset will go out, asset will be credited, and whatever balance will be transferred to profit and loss account, right? So in my asset account, I will go to the credit side, right, and write down on 31st December by Delhi Motors. Delhi Motors नाम था ना, हाँ, Delhi Motors account. दिल्ली मोटर्स अकाउंट. अमाउंट क्या आएगा सोचते हैं पहले. कितने का एसेट था? 1.5 लाख का एसेट था. कितना टेम्पोज वो रिपोजेस कर लेते हैं? 2/3. तो वैल्यू कितना बना? 1 लाख, राइट. सो ये 1 लाख का टेम्पोज वो रिपोजेस कर लेते हैं. डेप्रिसिएशन उन्होंने बोला कि 30% WDV से द वैल्यूड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ 30% डेप्रिसिएशन एन्यूअली. ठीक है, तो 30% डेप्रिसिएशन से हम कैलकुलेट कर लेते हैं फॉर द 2 years, राइट. फर्स्ट ईयर का 30,000. सी यू कैन शो दिस इन द वर्किंग नोट कैलकुलेशन ऑल्सो, राइट. इफ यू डोंट वांट टू डू इट हियर, you can draw the working note for it. This is the value of your tempo repossessed, right, less depreciation. So what is the depreciation? 1 लाख पे 30%, 2 साल. पहले साल का 30,000, राइट, और दूसरे साल का 1,20,000 पे 30%. सॉरी 70,000 पे 30%, राइट. ये 30,000 और 70,000 पे 30%, दैट इज 21,000. (21 plus 30, 51 minus 1 lakh). 49,000 is the value of goods repossessed by Delhi Motors, right? This way the calculations will go. You can draw a working note for this. Now what you will do, what is the balance of your asset? 96,000. Now first you need to compute. See, there is a partial repossession. If you understand, 3 tempos ka value in our books was 96,000. Now 2 are getting repossessed, right? So 1 is left with us. तो वो 1 टेम्पो का वैल्यू हमें फाइंड करना है. सो अगर हम उस 1 वैल्यू का टेम्पो फाइंड करें तो लेट मी हैव अ वर्किंग नोट फॉर दिस. First let us have a working note for value of 1 tempo, right? Value of 1 tempo left with us. 1,50,000 was the cash price into 1/3. So कितना आएगा? 50,000 was the value of tempo. उस पर हमने डेप्रिसिएशन चार्ज किया WDV से 20% 2 साल. तो लेट्स कैलकुलेट 50,000 into 20%, that is 10,000, right? फर्स्ट ईयर का डेप्रिसिएशन 10,000 और नेक्स्ट ईयर का डेप्रिसिएशन कितना आएगा? 40,000 पे 20%, 8,000, राइट. 40,000 into 20%, that is 8,000. So what shall be the remainder amount? 40 minus 8, that is 32,000. right? Now, this much asset is left with us. Total balance of our asset account is 96,000 that is left with us, right? So 3 टेम्पो का हमारे पास 96,000 बचा था, उसमें से हमें 1 टेम्पो रिटेन करना है, तो 2 का वैल्यू हमारे पास कितना बचा है वो देखने का है. 96 माइनस 32, 64,000 is the value in our books for the 2 tempos. 64,000 उन्होंने कौन सी प्राइस से 2 टेम्पोज वैल्यू इन अवर बुक्स, राइट, वैल्यू इन अवर बुक्स, ये ध्यान रखना. हमारे पास अब एक ही बचा है, 2 टेम्पोज का वैल्यू हमारी बुक्स के हिसाब से 64 आ रहा था, उन्होंने कितने पे रिपोजेस कर लिया, 49 पे, राइट. So the higher vendor is repossessing back the 2 tempos at the rate of 49,000. So the difference you can find out, that is your loss, and you will transfer it to P&L account, that is 15,000. Right, my dear students? This 15,000 is your loss. So what shall be the entry? Higher vendor, that is Delhi Motors, debit. Profit and loss, debit. To tempos account. So टेम्पोज अकाउंट के क्रेडिट साइड में बाय P&L अकाउंट लॉस ऑन सरेंडर 15,000. नाउ व्हाट शैल बी द बैलेंस कैरी फॉरवर्ड, 32,000. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू. The calculations of this sum, the working note is most important. One, this calculating the value as per the higher vendor, and that is 49,000, and another the calculating the loss 15,000, that is we are retaining 32,000, our value was 64, their value 49, and then we reach to loss is 15,000. So these calculations are very important, mark them as important, draw a separate working note with a good presentation, right? Now our asset account is tallied. Now what we will do, higher vendor account was getting debited, so we'll go to the debit side of higher vendor account and write it down. Higher vendor debit, P&L debit to asset, so we will write it down to tempos account. Amount was 49,000. The account 80,000 plus 7,200 minus 49,000. Balance is remaining 38,200. Now मैम यहाँ पे तो बैलेंस बच रहा है, तो वी विल कैरी फॉरवर्ड इट बिकॉज दिस इज़ अ पार्शियल रिपोजिशन. तो हमें 1 टेम्पो का तो पेमेंट अभी करना बाकी है, ये 38,200 को ख़त्म करने के लिए, राइट. सो दिस अकाउंट गेट्स टैलिड. नाउ वी विल गो टू द थर्ड ईयर. Third year we will firstly carry forward our balances. 1st January by balance brought down 38,200. I hope this is done with all of you. Now we will also carry forward the balance of asset. To balance brought forward 32,000. अभी 32,000 पे 20%, दैट इज 6,400 आना चाहिए, राइट. तो वो 6,400 विल बी योर डेप्रिसिएशन एट द ईयर एंड, राइट. तो पहले वो हम पास कर लेते हैं. 31 दिसंबर को डेप्रिसिएशन डेबिट टू टेम्पो, सो क्रेडिट साइड ऑफ टेम्पो बाय डेप्रिसिएशन अकाउंट 6,400, 32,000 का 20%, राइट. ना अभी हमारा हायर वेंडर का थोड़ा बैलेंस बाकी है, उसमें पहले हमें इंटरेस्ट ड्यू करवाना पड़ेगा. सो हियर द कैलकुलेशंस आर वेरी मच इम्पॉर्टेंट फॉर अस. सेशन केम अराउंड 6,400, राइट. 32,000 का 20%, सो अवर बैलेंस कैरी फॉरवर्ड इज 25,600 एंड द अकाउंट गेट्स टैलिड. सॉरी थोड़ा सा अगर कुछ आगे पीछे हो जाए, बिकॉज आई पॉज्ड माई रिकॉर्डिंग एंड देयर आफ्टर आई फाउंड कि मैं बोले जा रही हूँ और मैंने रिज्यूम नहीं किया है, उस वजह से मेरे को रिबैक करना पड़ रहा है. नो डाउट टू इट. ओके, टॉकिंग अबाउट द हायर वेंडर अकाउंट, मेरा बैलेंस अभी 38,200 बाकी रहा है. द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग टू योर इज टू नाउ कैलकुलेट द इंटरेस्ट ऑन द बैलेंस अमाउंट. ये 38,200 शोज दैट इतना आपको आउटस्टैंडिंग अमाउंट है कैश प्राइस की अगेंस्ट में जो आपको हायर वेंडर को पे करना है. दिस इज द आउटस्टैंडिंग बैलेंस, राइट. इस पर मेरे को इंटरेस्ट चार्ज करना पड़ेगा 9% के हिसाब से. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एट द एंड ऑफ ईयर मेरा इंटरेस्ट ड्यू हो जाएगा 38,200 पे 9%, राइट. Because this is the full and final settlement and I am only left with the 38,200 for the repayment of cash price. That's my outstanding balance. So I charged interest at the rate 9% over 8 and it comes to 3438. Now totally I need to pay the higher vendor 41,638. So I am paying it higher vendor debit to bank. So on the debit side to bank 41,638. I hope this is clear. This is a very important adjustment for the sum. So mark it as important, right? The calculations here is very much important. Now with this I come to the end of this chapter. Now I am just left illustration 1 to 11. I did each and every one. Practical question 1 2 I have done in my earlier recordings. Question 3 part A is already been done by me. Now only part 2 is left. The sum is very very easy, same as illustration 9, एक्सेप्ट वहाँ पे जो 38,200 वाला मैंने आपको इंपॉर्टेंट एडजस्टमेंट मार्क करवाया था उस पर इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेट करने का, वही एडजस्टमेंट को आगे वो लोग ऐसे बढ़ाते हैं कि आपका नॉर्मली इंटरेस्ट 10% का रेट चलता था अभी तक, लेकिन जैसे ही आपने इंस्टॉलमेंट में डिफ़ॉल्ट किया तो वो लोग ऐसा बोल रहे हैं कि जो भी बैलेंस मेरे रिपोजिशन के बाद बाकी रहा, जैसे वहाँ पे 38,200 बाकी रहा था हमारे प्रीवियस सम में, राइट. तो वो ऐसा बोल रहे थे उस पर हम 18% इंटरेस्ट चार्ज करेंगे जो आप 3 महीने के बाद पे कर देंगे, मतलब 3 महीने का इंटरेस्ट, राइट. 3 महीने के बाद पे कर देंगे, राइट. तो ये 18% का इंटरेस्ट लगा के आप मेरे को पे करेंगे, तो ये 18% के इंटरेस्ट के हिसाब से अब मेरे को पे करना है. वहाँ पे मैंने 9% ऑलरेडी कंटिन्यू करवाया था, अगर आपको याद हो तो 38,200 पे मैंने 9% करवाया था क्योंकि वहाँ पे और कोई एडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं थी. यहाँ पे वो लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं कि 10% नहीं, लेकिन यू नाउ नीड टू कैलकुलेट इंटरेस्ट एट 18% एंड प्लस ये 38,200 जो बाकी था वो पूरा आपको पे करना है विद इन 3 मंथ्स. इस तरह से यहाँ पे कैलकुलेशन है. ये एक लास्ट एडजस्टमेंट यहाँ की बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, वहाँ पे भी इंपॉर्टेंट थी लेकिन वहाँ पे एडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं थी, यहाँ पे एडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन दे के आपको थोड़ा सा नर्वस किया हुआ है. सो मार्क दिस एडजस्टमेंट एज अ इम्पॉर्टेंट. मैं अभी कैश प्राइस में नहीं जाती हूँ, मैं आंसर में से देख लेती हूँ कितना कैश प्राइस है और इंटरेस्ट पेमेंट है, बिकॉज है ना इतना फिर मैंने ये आगे ले लिया है तो अभी इतना कैलकुलेशंस करने का टाइम मैं वेस्ट नहीं करती हूँ, राइट. नाउ Lucky brought 2 tractors from Happy on 1/10/2001. Down payment आपको 5 lakh was first installment 265, second 245 and third 275. Interest was charged at 10%, depreciation at 20% on diminishing balance. On 30th September 2004, that is 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, that is on the third year. थर्ड के इंस्टॉलमेंट में उन्होंने फेल कर दिया पेमेंट एंड द हैप्पी रिपोजेस्ड 1 ट्रैक्टर. कितने ट्रैक्टर से? 2, उसमें से एक रिपोजेस हो रहा है, दैट इज द पार्शियल रिपोजेशन. नाउ हैप्पी अग्रीड टू लीव 1 ट्रैक्टर विथ लकी एंड एडजस्टेड द वैल्यू ऑफ ट्रैक्टर अगेंस्ट द अमाउंट ड्यू. जो एक ट्रैक्टर वापस उन्होंने ले लिया उसके अगेंस्ट में वो अमाउंट ड्यू सेटल करवा देंगे. टेक ओवर किस तरह से करें? सेम ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ 30% डेप्रिसिएशन एनुअली ऑन द रिटन डाउन बेसिस. तो वहाँ पे भी वही था हमारे पिछले सम में. नाउ द बैलेंस अमाउंट रिमेनिंग इन द वेंडर्स अकाउंट, देखिए वहाँ पे 38,200 बचा था, राइट. तो वो जो बैलेंस बचा है ना उस पर वो लोग ऐसा बोल रहे हैं कि दैट वाज टू बी पेड आफ्टर द अबव एडजस्टमेंट, मतलब रिपोजिशन के बाद के 3 महीने के बाद, रिपोजिशन होने के 3 महीने के बाद यू विल नीड टू पे द सेम बैलेंस विद द इंटरेस्ट एट द रेट 18% पर एनम. ओके. नाउ prepare the tractor account and happy account in the books of Lucky, assuming that books are closed on September 30 every year. So हमें assume ऐसा करना है कि 30th सितंबर को हमारा बुक्स क्लोज हो रहा है, राइट. ठीक है. सो पहले मैं एक ट्रैक्टर अकाउंट बना लेती हूँ, एक हैप्पी अकाउंट बना लेती हूँ. This is my happy account, right? Debit, happy account, credit, right? ये मेरा ट्रैक्टर अकाउंट क्रेडिट. ठीक है. अब मैं क्या करूँगी, पहले मेरा ट्रैक्टर परचेज हुआ था तो मैं कैश प्राइस जो यहाँ पे आंसर में कैलकुलेट किया है वो देख लेती हूँ. कैश प्राइस 11,50,000 आया है, राइट. हर साल का इंटरेस्ट और इंस्टॉलमेंट भी देखने मेरे को वापस आना पड़ेगा, लेकिन 1 अक्टूबर 2001, ओके, 1 अक्टूबर 2001 को मेरा 11,50,000 से परचेज हुआ है. सो ट्रैक्टर अकाउंट डेबिट टू हायर वेंडर अकाउंट, राइट, दैट इज टू हैप्पी अकाउंट ऑन 1 अक्टूबर 2001. ट्रैक्टर के डेबिट साइड में जाके लिखने का है टू हैप्पी अकाउंट 11,50,000 फुल कैश प्राइस. अब मैं हैप्पी अकाउंट में जाऊंगी. हैप्पी अकाउंट के डेबिट साइड में फॉर द ईयर 2000, सॉरी, क्रेडिट साइड में फॉर द ईयर 2001 1 अक्टूबर बाय ट्रैक्टर अकाउंट 11,50,000. Next, now what will happen? Our down payment is to be done. 5 lakh is the down payment, right? So we will pay it. Happy account gets debited to bank account. So on the debit side of happy account to bank account 5 lakhs. So that is the down payment made by us. Now, next entry. At the end of the first year, we will pass the entries of our interest due and depreciation, right? Interest due and depreciation. So मेरा interest due is for the first year 25,000. ठीक है ना. इफ़ यू सी ईयर, नहीं 25 नहीं, वो थर्ड ईयर का है. 65,000 फॉर द फर्स्ट ईयर. सो मैं यहाँ पे लिखूँगी हैप्पी अकाउंट इंटरेस्ट अकाउंट डेबिट टू हैप्पी अकाउंट. सो क्रेडिट साइड ऑफ हैप्पी अकाउंट बाय इंटरेस्ट अकाउंट 65,000. Now I will pay the installment, right? So I will pass the entry happy account debit to bank account. Installment कितना है मेरा? 2,65,000 for the first year, right? So I will pay it by bank, happy account debit to bank account. So on the debit side to bank account 2,65,000. Calculate the balance. 11,50,000 minus, sorry, add 65 minus 265 minus 5. 4,50,000 is the balance carry forward for the year. This shall be on 30th September of 2002. This shall be on the 30th September of 2002 to balance carry forward and the account gets tallied. Right? Now what I will do? I will pass the depreciation entry for the first year. At what rate we are charging depreciation? Depreciation at 20% on written down value. So 11,50,000 का 20%. 2,30,000 on 30th September 2002 by depreciation 2,30,000. Balance amount will get carry forward 9,20,000. The sum gets over here. Now what I will do? I will carry forward to the next year my balance 2002 1st October to balance brought down 9,20,000, and I will pass the entry for depreciation 20%. So depreciation debit to tractor account 30th September 2003, credit side of tractor account by depreciation account. अमाउंट कितना आया 1,84,000. बैलेंस कितना बचा 7,36,000. By balance carry forward 7,36,000. Right? Now for the happy account I need to carry forward my balance for the next year. Bring 2002 1st October by balance brought down 4,50,000. Now my interest will get due for the second year and my installment will be paid. इंटरेस्ट कितना था कैलकुलेशंस में हम देख लेते हैं अभी के लिए 45,000, राइट. सो मेरा इंटरेस्ट डेबिट टू हैप्पी अकाउंट 30th September 2003 को बाय इंटरेस्ट अकाउंट ऑन द क्रेडिट साइड ऑफ हैप्पी अकाउंट अमाउंट शैल बी 45,000. Now what I will do, I will pay the installment. So 2003 bank account happy account debit to bank account. So on 30th September 2003 debit side of happy account to bank account and the amount shall be 2,45,000. Balance shall now be carry forward, that is 2,50,000, and my account gets tallied to balance carry forward. Now what I will do, I will go to 2003 1st October by balance brought forward 2,50,000. Now my interest gets due, that is 25,000. So interest debit to happy account on the credit side of happy account by interest account 25,000. Done. Now actually installment is not getting paid and there is somewhat about repossession, right? From the two tractors, one tractor is getting repossessed. So let me come to asset account. Balance brought forward 7,36,000. Now I need to charge depreciation for the year 30th September 2004 by depreciation 20%, right? 20% of 7,36,000, that is 147,200. Now we need to compute some working notes. First of all, there were two tractors, right? So only one tractor is getting repossessed. Value of one tractor repossessed. Tractor repossessed, that is on the 30% depreciation WDV basis, right? Now what was the cash price? 11,50,000. Am I right? So what will be the value of one tractor repossessed? 11,50,000 into 1/2. 5,75,000. Less depreciation for year 1 and 2 at the rate of 30%. 1,72,500 for first year, and for second year 1,20,750. So the amount shall come to 2,81,750. That is the amount at which the tractor is getting repossessed. Right? Now, value of one tractor in our books, whether retained or repossessed, both will compute to be same. That you can say that the balance is how much? 7,36,000 minus 1,47,200 minus 1,47,200, that is 5,88,800. उसका half directly मैं कर सकती हूँ. 2,94,400 is the value in our books. Value of one tractor in our books is 294,400. This is in our books. So there comes a loss. If you can see, how much loss? Minus 281,750. 12,650 is the loss on surrender. Right? So what shall be my entry? Asset is going out. Hire vendor is receiving the asset. So happy account debit 281,750. Loss, that is P&L account debit 12,650 to tractor account. So 30th September 2004 by happy account 281,750 and 12,650 by P&L account on the credit side of tractor account. That is loss on surrender. And our balance carry forward for one as tractor, that is 294,400. Right? This gets tallied. For here, I am not paying it, and my he is repossessing the asset. So happy account got debited. I will go to the debit side of happy account by tractor account 2004 30th September by tractor account कितना था 281,750. So what is the balance now left with happy? 275 Now friends, I made one mistake here. I didn't calculate third year depreciation. I calculated only 2-year depreciation. Actually 3 years have been passed, so I need to pass 30% depreciation for 3 years. That was my mistake. I didn't calculated this 84,525, right? So I calculated that, and I am getting the amount as 197,225. That is the value of goods repossessed by Happy. And our books is 294,400. So loss comes to 97,175. So this is my mistake. I actually calculated depreciation for just 2 years. Actually it is 3 years. 97,175 is the loss, right? So I will correct the amounts. 197,225, 197,225 and 97,175. This gets tallied. Now here it will come 197,225. Now what is the balance remaining? $275 minus 197,225. That is 77,775 is the balance remaining. That will be carry forward. By balance carry forward. in the within 3 months of this repossession we need to pay him. So first of all, for 2004, on 1st October, balance brought forward, by balance brought forward 77,775. This I need to pay him at the rate of 18% interest for 3 months. 77,775. 18% into 3 divided by 12. 3,500 rupees. And this will be within 3 months. So that will be 11, 10, 11, 12. So on 31st December, by interest account at the rate of 18% for 3 months. Right? Amount comes to 3,500. And this totally you need to pay him within this 3 months. 81,275. So happy account debit to bank account. So debit side of happy to bank account 81,275, and the account gets tallied. Right? Happy account gets tallied if you see both side 81,275. And now you are done with this, no remaining payments. So this was the new thing that we learned here, that there we passed interest on outstanding balance that was left with us, right, at the end. बट उस पर भी उन्होंने बोला अब 10% नहीं, अब आपने डिफॉल्ट किया इसलिए 18%. सो देयर इज अ चेंज इन इंटरेस्ट रेट फॉर द लास्ट ईयर एंड दैट इज वाई दिस इज द पेमेंट. राइट? सो दिस वॉज द इम्पॉर्टेंट फॉर यू. मार्क दिस क्वेश्चन इज इम्पॉर्टेंट. आई होप दिस सम इज नाउ क्लियर फॉर यू. ये हमने पूरा ट्रैक्टर अकाउंट भी ड्रॉ कर दिया, हैप्पी अकाउंट भी ड्रॉ कर दिया. इफ़ यू आर लेफ्ट विथ एनी डाउट्स यू कैन कॉन्टेक्ट मी एनी टाइम. So have had a good time with all of you. I hope now everything is done from my side. I am ending up the hire purchase chapter here. Okay, still if you have any doubts you can contact me anytime, and just brush up all the concepts. Please write down the summary, note down the summary for every points. Right? Thank you so much. If you need the summary or sums PDF, I will share it you to the WhatsApp group. Thank you so much.